So I heard the great news last night that I believe it's Crafton Studio, the developers that made the PUBG game, have actually bought the Tango Gameworks and all of the IPs. And I couldn't be more happier because that guarantees that Evil Within 3 will be happening, because there's so much of a fan base that wants to be able to get back into that game. The second game, they talked about the storyline, how it confused the whole narrative, and they want to see the third game come out. And there was Easter egg teasers with the Hi-Fi Rush game. So that is very, very rewarding for us as gamers. So I will buy the collector's edition for the Evil Within 3 when it's available. I will buy the digital deluxe. I will support this studio, because when they produce this kind of a game, there's a feeling in the environment, and it feels like a really good game. Now, I know with this just recently happening, we have Halloween 2 months from now, so I don't know if they're gonna actually give us this game in 2 months, but what I do know is that it's more than guaranteed now, because they have access to the IP. Now let's just hope all the same developers can get back into this, because this is a huge shout out to Crafton Studios, huge encouragement to the developers to come back and make an excellent game. You know, we as the consumers are not the ones that let you down. It's the corporation company that let you down. Didn't have no regards for, you know, your concern when you made the game, how good it was, all that sorts. All they cared about was money, and that's why this happened. So with that being said, all I can say is this, is props to you as a studio. Thank you so much. And it really makes me feel good that I now can wake up today knowing that Evil Within 3 will be available at some point or time. Hi-Fi Rush 2, and who knows what other games they have planned, because now that they have full access to their studio back, it's like a nightmare that they finally woke up out of. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing with these money corporations. They promise so much. When a company promises so much, watch out, because there's always something behind all of it. So when it promises so much, that's something you have to be very, very aware of. Now, there's another studio recently that Xbox, the rumor has it that they're planning of buying, and I think it's Warner Brothers, Mortal Kombat. Now, I don't know if this is all, you know, documented facts, but what I do know is that Microsoft has the money to do this stuff, but they don't have the dedication to keep it for the long haul. They don't have the dedication to be loyal to the people that have spent years and countless hours and days and nights making these games. They don't have that dedication. I'm gonna say it because their track record is proven. So what I need to say now is, if they do buy Warner Brothers, how is the next Mortal Kombat gonna be? How's the next Injustice? How's that gonna be? How's all these games that they come out with? How are they actually gonna be? So that remains to be seen. But I had to make this video because Evil Within 3, in my opinion, I think is 98.9% guaranteed. So thank you so much, Crafton Studio. I think it's Crafton Studio. If I have the name wrong, please, you know, don't butcher me. But yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all are happy about these news. I couldn't be any happier, because this is something that really brought me down when Microsoft took the studio down, because there was no reason to do that. They were doing just fine. They just made Hi-Fi Rush. People were psyched about that game, and then they were excited too. That's why they did the Evil Within teaser, because they thought that was going to hype people up for the next game. Well, you know, Microsoft and, you know, the main shareholders and, you know, the people that are really in charge of the money and the decision making, they closed us down. You know, they don't care. They're not gamers. They don't have a gamer-centric mind. They are more for investments, software, and just quick money-making deals. That's what it all comes down to. And manipulating the market. I'll say it, you know what I mean? Because that's kind of like what they did. And now that they sold, the fact that they sold the Evil Within, you know, the whole Tango Gameworks, they sold it to Crafton. It just shows that they knew they made the wrong decision. They knew they upset the fan base, and they don't want to have that bad publicity. So now they have more credit for doing that, because at least we can see the games that we want. I didn't want that genre to disappear. I didn't want the Evil Within franchise to just disappear. It was such a good game, scary as hell. Even if they came out with it in VR mode, I mean, that would be sick. But tell me what your thoughts are in this video. I'm super excited about Evil Within 3. I hope you guys are too. I hope you're excited that Tango Gameworks is back, and let's hope that everybody that left is not gone, you know, didn't leave, and they could all come back and reunite and make great games again. All right, guys, Stealth Dragon, thank you. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, comment, hit the like button. Be famous!